Our LLM API bill was growing 30% month over month, and traffic wasn't increasing nearly that fast. After digging into our query logs, the real problem became obvious. Users were asking the same questions in different ways. Questions like, what's your return policy? How do I return something? And can I get a refund? Were all hitting the LLM separately, generating nearly identical responses, each one charging full API costs. We started with exact match caching, the obvious solution, but it only captured 18% of redundant calls. The same question, phrased differently, completely bypassed the cache. That's when we implemented semantic caching, based on what queries mean, not how they're worded. The results were immediate. Our cache hit rate jumped to 67%, and LLM API costs dropped by 73%. Exact match caching fails because users don't speak in identical sentences. In our analysis of 100,000 production queries, only 18% were exact duplicates. 47% were semantically similar, meaning the same intent with different wording, and 35% were genuinely new questions. That 47% represented massive wasted spend. Every one of those queries triggered a full LLM call, even though the answer already existed. Semantic caching replaces text-based keys with embeddings. Instead of hashing the query text, each query is converted into a vector, and the system searches for previously answered queries within a similarity threshold. If a close match exists, the cached response is returned instantly. But the similarity threshold is critical. Set it too high and you miss valid cache hits. Set it too low and you return incorrect answers. We learned this the hard way. At a threshold of 85% similarity, questions like, how do I cancel my subscription, were incorrectly matched with, how do I cancel my order? These look similar to a model, but they require completely different answers. The solution was adaptive thresholds based on query type. FAQ questions required extremely high precision. Product searches allowed more flexibility. Support questions needed balance. Transactional queries required near zero tolerance for error. Once thresholds were tuned per category, accuracy improved dramatically without sacrificing savings. We didn't tune blindly. We sampled 5,000 query pairs across similarity ranges, had humans label intent, and generated precision recall curves. For FAQs, we optimized for precision to protect trust. For search queries, we optimized for recall to maximize cost savings. Semantic caching does add latency. Embedding and vector search add about 20 milliseconds per request, but compared to an 885 millisecond LLM call, that overhead is negligible. At scale, average latency dropped by 65% because most requests never hit the model at all. Cache invalidation is where many teams fail. Cached responses go stale as policies, pricing, and products change. We implemented 3 strategies: time-based expiration depending on content type, event-based invalidation when underlying data changes, and periodic freshness checks that compare cached responses against newly generated ones. If the meaning drifts, the cache entry is removed automatically. After 3 months in production, the results were clear. Cache hit rate increased from 18 to 67%. Monthly LLM costs dropped from $47,000 to $12,700. Average latency fell from 850 milliseconds to 300. False positives remained under 1%, with only a minimal increase in customer complaints. The key lessons are simple. Don't use a single global similarity threshold. Don't skip cache invalidation. Don't cache personalized or transactional responses, and don't assume exact match caching is enough. Semantic caching turned out to be the highest return optimization we've ever shipped for a production LLM system. The implementation complexity is moderate, but the payoff is massive if you do the tuning right.